With series clincher, Red Sox ensure memories are lasting. Boston, the Game-2 home run by David Ortiz that turned around the American League Championship Series was indelibly memorable as soon as it was hit. But now the image of Detroit's Torii Hunter going headfirst into the Boston bullpen has become absolutely symbolic after the Red Sox, by winning the American League pennant on Saturday night at Fenway Park with a 5-2 victory over the Detroit Tigers, reached their third World Series in 10 years. Where something equally remarkable could still happen. Lasting greatness typically requires a continuum of events, the chain reaction. Had the Yankees followed up Derek Jeter's classic flip play in 2001 by losing games 4 or 5 to the Oakland A's in that division series, his nailing of Jeremy Jam Bide at the plate would have been a nice addition to Captain Jeter's video scrapbook, not much more. The Yankees did not win the World Series that year, but that's not the point. Playing for Ascard City in the aftermath of 9/11, they went the distance. More amazing things happen on baseball's biggest stage, including successive late-night comebacks at Yankee Stadium before the final Game 7 victory against Mariano Rivera by the Diamondbacks in Arizona. In the 1986 World Series, Bill Buckner could have laughed off Merckett Wilson's Game 6 ending ground ball through the wickets had the Red Sox preserved an early lead and won Game 7 against the Mets. Instead, Buckner was consigned to infamy when Jesse Orosco closed out the Sox and thrust his arms skyward, the inverse imagery of Hunter's futile leap over Fenway's short fence in right center to catch Ortiz's grand slam off Wickenbinwa. Poor Binwa. Had Tigers manager Jim Leyland asked his probable Cy Young Award winner, Max Scherzer, to pitch into the 8th inning on that crucial Game 2 occasion, Binwa and Hunter might not have taken their place in happy Boston lore. Justin Verlander might have had the ball Sunday night in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. Too late now. In Game 6, Leyland tempted fate and his shaky bullpen again by lifting Scherzer with 2 on, 1 out and a 2-1 lead in the 7th inning. Jose Veras coughed up another grand slam, this one to Shane Victorino, just over the green monster in left field. There was no diving for that one. As I had given up on a Red Sox comeback last Sunday and gone to bed, my first viewing of the Ortiz-Hunter spectacle was an online photo of the result the next morning. I couldn't take my eyes off it, so spectacular was the juxtaposition of Hunter's belted waist and his legs spread in a V as the bullpen police officer behind him raised his arms in triumph. In one of those look-back works of fate, Hunter had made an appearance that night in the pregame interview room and spoke of his respect for Ortiz, his former teammate with the Minnesota Twins. He was, I thought, the best hitter in 2002 on our ball club, Hunter said. And he missed 6-7 weeks, and we non-tendered him, and the Red Sox picked up a gold mine. He's been one of the best postseason performers in the history of the game. Hunter added, we're like brothers. I love him. We're enemies, but I love him to death. I'd do anything for him. Perhaps not what he wound up doing, but his words were eerily prophetic. You can envision the interview as part of a documentary about the night Ortiz won up to Stern comeback hours earlier in nearby Foxborough by Tom Brady and the New England Patriots against the New Orleans Saints by sending the Binwa changeup out in the direction of his old pal Hunter. It was quite the experience for the bullpen police officer, Steve Horgan, 50, of South Walpole, Mass., a 27-year veteran of the Boston force. Bearded in support of the Hirsute Sox, he had his picture taken with John Henry, the team's owner, and told ESPNBoston.com that his cell phone buzzed with text messages deep into New England night. History is not likely to forget Horgan after the carnage near the finish line of the Boston Marathon last spring. Many of the city's finest were first responders. With the unity cry "Be Boston Strong" cut into Fenway's center field grass, terror in Ye Old Town remains part of the Red Sox season's narrative. Weeks after the marathon, in the visitors' clubhouse at Citizens Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia, John Lester struck the proper balance between baseball and the bombing. I don't like tying it to the tragedy because winning a baseball game doesn't bring back what people lost, he told me. It can be a nice 3-hour distraction. The way Jeter's flip provided New York those distractions in 2 early November 12 years ago, that's how Ortiz's smoked liner off Binwa might eventually be remembered. Hunter's upside-down pose reminded me of another classic and much-viewed baseball postseason dive, Mickey Mantle's belly slide back into first base under the tag of Rocky Nelson that allowed the Yankees to tie Game 7 of the 1960 World Series against the Pittsburgh Pirates in the top of the ninth. They didn't win, but Mantle's tie-a-tricks set the stage for Bill Mazeroski's home run off Ralph Terry. Those nine-inning memories are the earliest I have of any professional sport, and they remain connected in the way the Ortiz home run will be tethered to whatever happens next as the Red Sox open the World Series at home Wednesday night against the Cardinals. St. Louis, of course, was the team Boston swept in 2004 to break its championship drought since 1918. This baseball continuum, it can be catchy,